everyone, today I'm going to do a video in English and we are going to talk about the introduction to verbs in Spanish. So it's hard to just kind of jump in and start conjugating verbs right off the bat without really understanding what a verb is in Spanish and how it's set up. So this video is meant to help you kind of get comfortable with the idea of verbs in Spanish. So in Spanish there are two parts of every verb. So we'll do 1 and 2 over here. These two parts are very distinct from each other. One is called the stem, and the other is called the ending. So the ending is going to be really easy to identify because there are only 3 possibilities. First possibility is it's going to be an AR ending. So that means the very end of the word will have an AR at the end, an ER ending, or an IR ending. So there are only 3 possibilities. So this should make it really easy for you to figure out where the ending is in the word. The stem is just going to be whatever comes in front of that. So I'll go ahead and give you some example verbs on the next page. Let's see here. We will do comer, which means to eat. We'll do hablar, which means to talk. And beber, which means to drink, and vivir, which means to live. Excuse me. So here we have all these verbs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to take a couple seconds and just kind of see if you can identify the ending. Now let's look back at this page. It's always going to be an AR, an ER, or an IR at the end of the word. So go ahead and see if you can identify them. Alright, so the ER is here, the AR, the ER, and the IR. Perfect, so we have an example of each kind. So every verb has an ending. So to conjugate the verb, what we do is we get rid of that ending, and then we add another set of endings. So if we have the verb comer, which we just looked at, and you guys identified the ER as the ending, we're going to go ahead and subtract that. And what are we left with? That's right, just com. So what happens now is we add a whole set of different endings, and this is the chart that I'm going to be using to show you the new endings. Okay, so let's take the next one, which is hablar. Okay, and the ending you guys already identified as AR, so you subtract that AR, and you're left with habl. And then you're going to add some new endings that we'll talk about in a second. All right, we also did vivir, which means to live. So we get rid of the IR, right, because you guys identified that as the ending, and we're left with vive. And then we're going to add a whole new set of endings. All right, so there is one more that we did, and it was beber, which means to drink. And the ending is, once again, ER. We're going to subtract the ER, and we're left with beb. We're going to add a whole set of different endings to that. So that's what you need to know about verbs before you look at the conjugation videos. I'm going to have a separate conjugation video for each one of these. So we'll have one for AR, we'll have one for ER, and one for IR. So you guys have all the endings. But this is how you conjugate a verb. You go ahead and get rid of the ending, and then you're going to add a new set of endings. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.